But you already know Potter is getting the team hyped up there, talking about the club later on.
Yes. That is exactly what Potter's probably doing.
Yeah, they'll get 100 Thieves involved there too, because in the club we're all fam. For now though, we are enemies. Where do we take our enemies though? What maps do we want to see?
Well, I'm seeing the EG home field right there on the screen, which is what is expected when Potter's in this Vita, right?
Just on the attacking side, and we're already set up for a clash towards tower. Asuna getting stunned up, has to take a step back, and Xander is the first to fall. Icy on the swing, not connecting, but Derek does. Utility already reigning supreme the way of Evil Geniuses. This is a textbook start. They could not ask for much more than this.
Yeah, Cryo's gonna have to pull out some heroics with this Chamber Dig, but he won't connect, and now EU, he's left in a 1v5. Just get as many as he can. It's looking pretty decent, but
Do this. Forget about the tap. They do it proactively as the time continues to dwindle down.
EU has to come up huge here.
He's got to solve this problem. He's already gotten one kill. Spike continues to tip away. Xander not even able to get half. Diffing people.
You have Asuna running it down here, but he has so much support from his team.
Nature in a really nice spot. They're fully committing onto this. There's not a lot of follow-up, though. And he's just by himself.
Yeah. That EG member is able to sneak up onto the B site, and now
they're in a good spot, but Spike is so far away.
This is an awkward spot here because you can try to accelerate and crunch on EU, who's playing by himself, or Spike rotates back A, but they decide to try to play around their numbers and hunt him down. He's feeling the walls closing in, but Cryo over his shoulder there to help. What a shot from EU. Connecting onto the second, lands onto Derek, leaving things in a 1v1. Spike just out of reach. No armor for Superman. He's got to know that Cryo's close by. He's been on a heater, but Superman's on the trade. EG gets a 4.
See if this KJ ultimate can get any value. It's aggression again from Asuna.
Getting a bit more than he bargained for there. But third time is the charm, or so they say, as he is able to counter some of that back. He's now playing so far on the other side of the map. I think concerned with the potential of a rotate around, but the site is all Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, this is going to be a very hard retake. Cryo's going to have to find at least Icy here. He's the only player that's one shot to this Outlaw. It's a fast retake, though. This is very good from 100 Thieves.
That's a really good nade. Icy managing to dodge the flames, licking around his ankle, staying alive. But it's a dangerous game he plays. Again, Xander looking to go aggressive, not concerned about the defuse, wanting to try to take those fights.
I think that Molly misses.
Oh, that's just off the mark. Again, dancing with fire. Xander's just gonna hold it, or at least try to. Got it to half. Yay on the swing. Yay gets 2. A 1v1 now with Nature waiting on the other side. The flash to buy a little bit of time. Cryo not enough there. That's around the way of the attack.
Yeah. Another post-plant win for Evil Geniuses.
The op has been dropped, and it's full acceleration towards B. They've managed to control out of the site. Keep an eye on EU's ult. As you mentioned just a couple of moments ago, the Brimstone's going to cause some problems, too. Xander finding just enough space to stay alive, and now the Armageddon in play. Are you kidding me?
It doesn't quite hit the mark, though.
Just barely staying alive. Between a rock and a hard place, and the kills erupt the way of 100 Thieves. First smokes come through. Yeah, Austin is already all the way up tower. Icy smoked out of it. They have to get the site up, but there's nowhere for them to go. Well done by Derek to clean up Xander and alleviate some of that pressure.
1 for 1 now. No smokes from either side.
They're gonna want to go. Bro, they're gonna want to go. It's been the MO this entire time. Huge from Icy. Puscio's left in a 1v4, and that was the first time where it really felt like they were punished by some of that aggression.
Yeah, I mean, hold on. It's easy pick'ems for Ye.
Icy also one off of his ult.
Do they clear Xander here? They do.
They knew exactly where it was. Now that's a weapon upgraded. Ye gets another one. This thing has gone off the rails. Ye finally dies. Now it's Icy, who never had a shot. Cryo left in 1v2, settles onto the first, still healthy. Still in a position to fight.
Teleport's ready.
All of the onus, all the responsibility on Derek. It's a tap, it's a swing. And Cryo's playing this beautifully. sidestepping, understanding where the aggression's coming from. It's a 50-50. Derek has no choice. He's got to hold it. And Cryo gets 3. The Red Bull clutch for 100 Thieves.
Trying to funnel everybody into this showstopper of Cryo.
Icy has the op, and he's the one posted up. But again, if they lose this crunch, there's serious trouble here. Nature holding the line, getting one back. He's swinging to EU, and he'll take it again. Now the Rolling Thunder. Asuna knocked up, trying to get away, trying to jump to his life, and fails.
Right there.
100 Thieves, they need to even the score. They're doubling up, trying to get another pick going their way. But 2 players towards this side of the door. Derek as well, able to swing.
Xander left in 1v4. No shot. That was a desperately needed.
The side of 100 Thieves. Yeah, he is smoked off. He's going to jump through this smoke and try to get value.
With an op?
I mean, Nature's on an island, man.
He's going to have to hold on, and so far he's done that. You were just singing his praises, answering the call for his team as he gets a second.
One enemy remains.
Another 3-piece.
Right on cue.
He wants to win this one. He does get the first, Doug.
3 more names to claim. And not a single pixel given. Ton of discipline out from Evil Geniuses here.
10 seconds.
Plenty of other teams would overheat into this and swing one by one and die. Cryo manages to get the spike down, but yeah, he had nowhere to go.
It's a party in the back A.
I mean, on the bonus, remember, they wanted to scale up and take these fights to EG.
No brimstone ult used, no delay. The spike is planted. All utility is going to be for the retake. These players in A main have to come up huge, but Cryo's been so sharp.
Yeah, he never had a shot. That's already one name down. When do you pull the trigger on that? Boostio falls, Cryo on the swing as Derek gets another. Now Orbital Strike in play. Cryo trying to get 2, only finds 1. EU's left alone. That's another round for EG. It's forcing the defense of Evil Geniuses to spread out a little bit more, and all of a sudden there's a 4v2 on B.
Derek's going to have to come up huge here. There is supporting utility from Nature here. He has the stun pulled out.
There's a lot he's going to have to deal with. Stunts traded, time bought, but space gained. Nature now falls. Derek flushed out, tries to connect onto the shots, and falls at the hands of Xander. EG pushed.
Spike planted.
But 100 Thieves don't break. Now 4v2 to settle this thing. Yeah, he's gonna have to dance around the ult, dance around Boostio. Supa left in 1v4 with the Guardian in hand, and that might just do it. Xander gets 300 Thieves, take Fracture 13-10 again. Nature's gonna have to call his way through this. And it seems like he might be picking the wrong site. 2 members here see all of the utility. Cryo, human, completely whips onto Nature there. 10 seconds left, the spike's still not committed, and there's still a lot of defensive presence here. The shots come through, the spike hits the ground.
No time.
And there is no time. You're gonna have to frag your way through this, and that's just not gonna be the case. The pistol for 100 Thieves.
Oh, what is this?
Cheeky little smoke, but Cryo, you're
We were talking about how Powder likes to ante. This is the ante, but they line up for Icy, Doug.
it was 100 Thieves who was playing in the smoke. Icy able to deal a little bit of damage with that Outlaw.
Evil Geniuses to get on the board here. Not getting bonus this time around.
Player standing.
Cryo not able to connect. The site is theirs. The spike will go down for Ye, who will now have his ult online.
The spike.
And no bonus this time around.
Yeah, and just to do a little bit of foreshadowing, I feel like EG is going to definitely play this type of playstyle where they're waiting for the aggression. They, Potter does prep work herself, understanding that 100 Thieves have been pushing the issue on their defensive side. A B execute here for the side of EG. This is a really good call. It's going to have to be a retake from 100 Thieves.
Icy getting a little high ground, showing off some of that mobility as Cryo steps Nature into his den and gets the kill. How much more can they do? EU just completely destroys Icy as he tries to take an aggressive peek back sight. Now a 2v2 as EU still dancing around. Ye's there to save it. Cryo 1v2. The hero for 100 Thieves in the previous map in a position to deliver again. Guessing for where the other player might be. And it's Derek who hits the timing.
Good spam from
I
Derek
know
there to take out that
exactly
shield of cryo cells.
What do you do with this ult here?
They're just gonna full send it with that breach ultimate. It's gonna be a post plant v retake. Classic Haven gameplay here.
Cryo has his ult. Does he pop it here?
He has no shield though. I mean, he has to. All his team entries in.
Oh, it didn't connect.
What?
A swing and a miss. Hey, not though. Kills traded back and forth this entire round, settling into a 2v2. With suspense building and the spike ticking away, Ye's gonna get challenged in hell. And that's home ground for him. Connects onto both. 3 for Ye, and we're tied again.
Ye is just so strong in these off angles. I mean, he's so confident.
Intents and purposes, he is alone right now.
He's staying in, trying to outplay the drone. He's gonna get hit by that ultimate. Oh, he just dodges it.
There's a lot of help here. I mean, you're gonna have them TP out onto site, fully committing onto this C hit. Reinforcements at the ready though for the defense. Last round of the half. Is that another whiffed ult?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. The paranoia is gonna connect onto 2 though. Asuna popping his ult and immediately dropped as the evil geniuses refuse to relent on C.
That's what I'm saying. EG, there's
Presence garage.
you still have paranoia?
This late in the round, that's insane. Now they know where they all are. You mentioned that evil geniuses have struggled on retakes, and that might continue to be the case. Superman and Nature, side by side. Settling numbers down. Xander gets it down to 1. Cryo 22 HP. Time is short on the swing. It's Cryo who saves the day again.
Has that ultimate of his own.
There's a lot of presence B here. It's like they're expecting it. Superman up top, Nature down low. 2 kills found.
Spike down mid.
I mean, those 2 alone may have just won them the round. Barring heroics, barring a miracle from EU, and that won't be it. That won't be the case. EG gets it. 9 seconds left, playing behind the cage. He's got to try to stop the defuse, and he can't. Rolling Thunder through, Spike now down. 3v3 as Nature swings back out, trying to reclaim the site. And of course, this Cryo keeps things even. It's gonna have to be Derek. It's gonna have to be a clutch. He's gotten it down to 1, but Cryo's waiting on the other side! And Cryo wins it out for 100 Thieves. As they've taken all of this space, down too long, EG have, when's the call to rotate back A? No info B. Now you've got Nature rotating over.
It just feels like it's gonna be an uphill battle for EG right now with the weaponry that they have.
Supa has his ult. Maybe a reposition after showing some space. The trip has been cleared, so they know there's at least some flank on the other side. It's Icy who's caught again. Once again into this fight, and it's once again a win by Cryo. Nature, Ye, left to try to pull a rabbit out of a hat, and they can't. 13-7 the way of 100 Thieves, a 2-0 series the way of 100 Thieves, and again, a spotless record, 5-0, undefeated.